guys, your old pal Brian. Actually arguing with myself whether I want to go ahead and charge up a battery and take that down to the lake. Let's go do that right now. Well, what has been going on? Much like my pal Dale, I've been busy with friends. Yes, this is my garage. I didn't keep a car out here anymore. It got ran over, and we cannot allow an automobile to sit for 9 months. Excuse me. Sorry. We used to have a car that sat for 9 months, and I was always amazed when I got home and it cranked up and ran okay. But it got murdered when I was rear-ended in Mount Dora, a town near here. A lady she picked up a dog on the side of the road and made it hers, and in doing so, well, she was trying to get rid of it, but she took custody of a dog on the side of the road, and she was not paying attention and talking on the phone or texting on the phone. Now, what she said she was doing was driving down the road, and the dog just ran over and bit her. And that would make her a liar, and it was a very thinly veiled lie anyway. What's kind of tragic is her husband is a local cop. So the lieutenant married a liar. Yeah, it totaled my wife's car, and they gave us 14 grand for it, which does not buy a new car, so we just banked it, and both agreed that since we seldom need two cars, that it would be a waste to buy another one for 40 grand and let it sit. So we don't let it sit. We don't own a car, just the truck. I'm charging batteries anyway. Tomorrow morning it'll be like 40 degrees, so I don't know that I'm going to be out doodling around in 40-degree weather these days like I used to. We actually have a very large storm, not storm, but front just north of me that way. And I don't know that we're going to get it today or not. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it. Rained on me a little bit on the way home. So what do I need to share with you people? What you need to know is that for the last 4 days I've been partying with friends, bobbing around in the hot tub, and it appears that I am a party animal because I stayed awake until like 9:30 and 10 o'clock at night. Wore me out. Hell, I even slept until 7:30 one morning. Yeah, 7:30. It's for reals. Wouldn't lie to you. And that thing has no optical flow or anything, and you could just about get it to stand still. And I see these guys on the interwebs crying that there's just a little breeze back to my right, crying that they can't get the thing to work. And it occurred to me, one guy was actually pretty, yes, he he told that he had crashed the thing 3 or 4 times and just got it where it don't want to work anymore. One guy took his and wrung it like you'd wring a towel out. Man, I have not ran into any of that, and I have 2 of these. Of course, shout outs to Dale, Cynthia, Gretchen, Josh, that beautiful little girl. Is she 14 or 15 now? She got her driver's license, I thought. Renfield, I saw you commented this morning. Howdy ho. What else? Oh, I had to tell him myself. Oh, two very important pieces of information. AMRC, howdy ho. Um, Virginia Barefoot Boy. McMoyer. Ooh, 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 ooh,
5
ooh.
minutes.
Of course, Sand Crab, the Maniac. Rick. Idaho. Ah, the Rowdies. Idaho Rowdies. The unforgettable that I always forget. It's funny because I'm always thinking of them, you know. So I showed up at my dental appointment about 10 days early. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Well, it ain't 10 days, but fairly close. I've done this before about 6 or 8 times in life. I've actually sat in the office and then they walk over to me, now not the dentist, but the regular doctor's office, and they sat in the office and they go, yeah, you're not supposed to be here today. But we'll go ahead and see you anyway. That was always nice. Caught this one out in the parking lot. But just a few hours before that, I'll tell you what else I caught. My dog breeder. He says June 2nd. So we'll be, this ain't a science. But about 2 weeks after we arrive in Presque Isle, we will be taking our puppies home with us. Our puppy. So around June 2nd, we arrived Presque Isle May 16, I think my wife said, a day after it opens. And God, allergies are terrible here. Now see these, I don't know if you can tell, but the trees are falling off the oak trees. The leaves are falling off the oak trees, and soon what will happen is, so sorry, new bright green leaves will appear, and we will be in full-on spring. For weeks we've had just pollen just all over the vehicles.
3 minutes.
It's crazy. I mean, honestly. And of course, since it's $47, you don't mind flinging it around all over the place. Got to thinking I need to fire up my whoops at some point in time. So Ox, he's posting some stuff about, how not every government, he's right, every government entity needs to be done away with, but certainly some need the fat trimmed. This is on Facebook. I think I mentioned 2 of our guys have been healing. He hadn't posted anything about that on the forum, so I'll let him do that. But yeah, 2 of our guys are in the healing mode, which is pretty cool. Prognosis
2 minutes.
are great. Okay, so I think I told you what. Yeah, the 2 things I wanted to share with you, or 3 really, is that I partied entirely too much over the last 3 or 4 days with friends. Never left the property. Yeah, this thing needs to land before the lights turn on. And I got a puppy ready to be, most likely, unless something really horrible happens. I'll be picking up a puppy here in the...
Throttle hold.
That'll work. Yeah, if not anything, throttle holds helps you land better. I've been noticing that the forums are kind of busy. That's nice. Oh, look at all this green. All that green. That's going to be trimmed before I leave. Maybe. I will put the lawn boy to work. Peppy the lawn boy. But I'll be blowing leaves out here. I should be out in the backyard waxing. I may or may not do that today. We shall see. Well, I tell you. Can you see down inside there that little white thing? I don't know if you can see it or not, but that's a, I don't know, what is that, heat shrink or something? Probably. Well, that's covering my hot line that's in there, and I will not disassemble this thing to remove that hot line that I put in for another radio receiver. Actually, it would be a radio now that I think about it. Let's put the doors open, shall we? Fly with our doors open. Yeah, I was telling my Got a friend of mine's a fellow allergy sufferer, and just barely keeping a lid on it, you know, with over-the-counter meds.
Switch warning. High rates. Takeoff. Stabilize mode. 0 volts.
It's funny, I don't have a battery. I'm sorry, yeah, I don't have a battery charge for the MD500.
Landing. Takeoff. Stabilization off.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna fly stabilization off. We're gonna do it because we're big guys. I think I saw where one of these was coming out that's 3D capable.
No battery.
That would not be. Look at that. I'll be damned. Batteries. Let's go in the office for fun and see if I've got a battery that's yeah, why not? You ain't doing anything.
7.8 volts. Telemetry lost.
Yeah, you may be done with me for now, and then I'll be flying later. Let's see if any of these batteries are fully charged. That one's not. You know, I swear I charged that. Oh, there it is. Just can't trust me. I show up early for doctor's appointments. Yeah, no, it's 8.4 volts. I got the correct one. You know, it's a little funny is wifey poo.
Throttle active.
Come back in here to tell on myself.
Throttle hold. Throttle active.
So how do I do this? That's how you do it. You know, it winds itself up and says, now I'll be taking off. So wifey poo, I got home and she happened to be up because she was up in the night last night. And I says to her, you know, hey, the old man got home early from the dentist's office because I am a maniac. And by the way, you're fixing to be a puppy's mama here in the coming days.
8.2 volts.
But the dog breeder says that his creature is in with the bun in the oven. Yeah, I got to do this like George and fly it a little bit more without the nanny on. The problem I got is that this is $300 versus $47, and I'm basically a sissy. That thing is just amazing. Ooh, I want to keep it away from trees. It isn't as precise flight control board
8.1 volts.
as the Bell 206, but it could be just because I'm simply not flying it that much when it's not on sissy mode. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. Yeah, I'm doing fine. I went. What I try to do, like I got friends over for the weekend, the long weekend. I put my phone down, and it's really refreshing. Me and I have wives. My auxiliary wife, I have one over there across the street. We were talking this morning, and I told her, I go, yeah, man. I says, had the phone off all weekend, and it was lovely. She made fun of me. Yeah, little nose in action. I used to do this with my fly barless or fly barred 500s. You get good at it after a while. It's like anything. That's something. I mean, it's so beautiful. I'm like, George, I'm gonna start crying. I mean, come on.
7.8 volts.
You know, like the rainbow guy, remember he saw the double rainbow? Wasn't that guy's name George too? Man, this is gonna be so cool to fly out at camps. Man, it's just gonna be, you know, it's so nice. You'd be able to scratch that itch relatively easily. I guess I need to pack, for what it's worth, I need to pack my two controls anyway, the ones for the MD500 and the ones for the this. It's just amazing how precise it is. I mean, you don't. Do you know what it took for us to get ours this way? You know, like the collective pitch, stupid helicopters. It was horrifying. I mean, you finally got the blades to track, and this thing just tracks so nicely. I think I might spritz a little oil on that swash. Done that before. Well, you touch that motor on the bottom when you're done, and it'll light you up. It's hot. I don't know what's going to happen when well, I won't be in Florida flying at 90-something degrees, most likely. Thanks for not hitting the tree.
7.6 volts.
Love voltage telemetry. Holy crap. Yeah, you just get better and better at what you do. Yeah, it's nice flying it without getting jerked around.
Low battery.
Ah, it's time. All right, guys. Nothing new and amazing other than your friend Brian is half an idiot. And I'm going to be a puppy daddy in about, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. If God's kind to me.
Low battery. 7.5 volts.
I'm just going to set it down. That thing is just lovely. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with me, and perhaps you'll see me in a bit. I might take the icon and the sea wind out. We'll see. Clear.